Leading off tonight for the Yankees, the first baseman,
First pitch of the at-bat. And we are underway from Dodger Stadium as the first pitch is taken here for ball one. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. 67 degrees our game time temperature. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row. And listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Kershaw into the windup. Here it is on 2-1. Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. And gone. An absolute bomb. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Third.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
2-0 now. And now a pitch on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
3-1 the count now. The 3-1. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Hicks. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's dead center for strike one.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Pollock looking up, and this one is gone. A home run.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Giancarlo Stanton now.
Giancarlo.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Line toward right center. Verdugo is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Here's Didi Gregorius. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one. Gregorius is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leveraged. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Verdugo waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Yankees 3. The Dodgers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I know these guys love what Justin Turner brings to their offense. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. That misses. 1-2. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy. Now the pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Bases are empty, one man out. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now at the plate, Justin Turner. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Dodgers down in order, still down 3-0. Ready now, Gary Sanchez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Hard hit to first. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion, while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Sanchez stands at second with no outs. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! So that was the third home run for these guys today.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far. Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A bouncer to the left side. Turner's got it. And there's out number 2. Now batting, Aaron Judge. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, in this last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grand.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. The Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. 5-0 New York. Play Cody Bellinger as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Too much dip on the sinker. Laid off for a ball. Hot shot down the line. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. At the plate, A.J. Pollock will get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. After it is Hicks. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Now at the plate, Corey Seager. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Bellinger at second, Seager at first, 1 gone. On a line, that's a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
The catcher, number 16.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play. Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Now a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate, and that'll go down as a very important out number 2.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when they'll learn.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive to center field, and he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Aaron Hicks.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Aaron Hicks. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. Pitch popped up. Bellinger is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
Either he missed the take sign or they're just not thinking as a team. The first 2 guys out on 1 pitch, so it could have been a 3-pitch inning if he would have made it out right there.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Yankees back to the top of the order now, and in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. A ball and no strikes. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. Peterson playing here in his age 26 season. He was selected in the 11th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing was given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment. Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there. Keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The next 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Peterson aboard here at first with nobody out. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Stanton comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Next up for Los Angeles, Justin Turner. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
Runners on first with 1 down. Hit out towards second. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole, period, the end.
Stanton has a read on it. He's got it, and there are two down now.
The center fielder, number 11.
Stepping in, A.J. Pollock. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike one. Two men are on with two men out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the digging in to try it again. Didi Gregorius. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Pollock is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Gary Sanchez. His previous history with Ross Stripling. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch on its way. And he got him out in front that time. Strike one. 5 runs on only 4 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The pitcher.
When you play in this park where the fences are shorter, this is going to happen more often than any other ballparks.
Stepping in now, Masahiro Tanaka as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that is through into left field, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
I can't believe this guy hasn't been smiling all the way down to first base for an American League pitcher who doesn't get a chance to work on this much. Maybe takes BP a couple times a year. For him to be in a World Series game focused on executing pitches and to mix in a big...
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And here's Corey Seager, a base hit in his first
Leading
trip.
up for the Dodgers, the shortstop.
Here comes the first
Corey
pitch.
Seager.
Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. 1 gone now in the Dodger fourth, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. First pitch of the at-bat. Cue shot here out towards short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Next for the Dodgers, number 16. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Hicks on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Here's big Aaron Judge. 1 for 2 with a solo shot that came back in the first inning.
Number 99, Aaron Judge.
He's set. Here it comes. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Peterson has a read on it. 1 down.
The batter.
Ready once again, Torres. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Peterson giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Hicks. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside. And that's...
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and it's gone as they add still another.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's standards, but it certainly did scream out of the park in a hurry. You see there on show track an impressive 112 miles an hour off the bat. Standing in now, Giancarlo Stanton, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Yanks. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field and Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 35.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jock Peterson. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. No runs, 5 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
And it's quickly 0-2.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance to get.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. Kenta Maeda gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner,
but it bends just foul into the second deck.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Didi Gregorius goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Now batting.
Into the box, Gio Urshela.
Urshela.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 19.
So now the pitcher for the Yankees, Masahiro Tanaka, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Here's the circle change, and a dandy that time as he jumps ahead with strike 1. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Fouled off. And it's 1-2.
Well, facing an AL pitcher at the plate, you certainly don't want to waste too many bullets on him. I expect this next pitch to be grooved right down the middle.
Grounded back up the middle. Seager over to his left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. Bottom of the 6th.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the third baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Carter.
No balls and 1 strike. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitch stead either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. And there's 1 down now.
The first baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Bellinger.
First delivery to him on the way. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. One and 1 to the Dodgers first baseman. 1 out, nobody on. One and 2.
1 and 2.
And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, we have to commend him right here. 1 out away from grinding through 6 strong innings against one of the better lineups in the game.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. This is foul right side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here. Into the box, DJ LeMahieu. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda. He's got 5 base hits in 21 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Line towards center field. Pollock has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. 1 gone here in the Yankee 7th, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. Grounder down the line at third, but this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line drive to left, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Now batting, the second baseman.
So stepping in, Torres 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Into the box now, Corey Seager.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the right field.
1 gone now in the LA 7th, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
Lifted into center field. Hicks is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
So digging in now, number 16. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Got him to reach out of the zone for that one. Strike 1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
2-2 to the Dodgers catcher. Three and 2 now. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate. And that usually means damage done.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the Dylan Floro enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Aaron Hicks will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
First pitch on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Digging in and looking for more, Gary Sanchez. He went deep last time up. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Here's Jock Peterson. He leads off there half of the 8th, and has been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1. And this will be fouled away. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
Here's a line shot that's going to get over the head of Gregorius and on into left center for a base hit. Into the box now, Justin Turner. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, D-Row, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
Sinker, 3-2 now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Once again, a 3-2. Popped him up. Torres moving to his left. 2 gone. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Bellinger.
He's set, and the pitch. Fouled straight back. Muncy leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. 2 out with the man at first. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Dodgers leave 1. Scott Alexander comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Alexander.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone to lead off the inning. Edwin Encarnacion will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 30, Edwin Encarnacion.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, DJ LeMahieu hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
The right fielder.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Pollock on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Digging in now for the Yankees, Torres.
Torres.
First offering on its way. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Now the 0-1. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Pollock to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. Chad Green, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Settling in now, A.J. Pollock. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Seager.
Digging in, Corey Seager. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he gets ahead 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. But this will land untouched. Here it comes on 0-2. And another foul ball. Pollock gets his lead at first, nobody out. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Verdugo.
From the stretch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And it's fouled away. Now another 0-2. Popped up. LeMahieu over to his right, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in now, number 16. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Offering on its way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Bullet back up the middle. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over. Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. An 8-0 shutout this evening. The New York Yankees win the World Series opener and take a